When you look at the things that we've been doing, our solutions is pretty much the glue to put together all the hardware and the software solutions together. Right, we are right in between there.
And the customer also has the benefit of starting small and growing as and when they enhance their environment.
So I see it in this way, right? Both HP and SUSE, right? We're converging on the same thesis, which is AI belongs at the edge and not just in the cloud. Right, and in practice, I think HP GreenLake and SUSE will complement each other. Welcome everyone to our podcast session where we will discuss orchestrating autonomous intelligence from far-flung frontiers. Cloud native, Edge AI, and AI factory are becoming the new frontier of enterprise IT. With AI and real-time data driving decisions, scaling great solutions with a modern open platform is gaining serious traction in boardrooms and IT leadership meetings alike. This is a topic we will discuss today with experts from SUSE and HPE. Let us first get started with some introductions from our guests and speakers.
Thank you, Christine. My name is Hak Beng. I'm very pleased to be here today. I lead the pre-sales team in SUSE, Southeast Asia, and South Korea. And I've been in the company for about 10 years now, in the open source arena for about close to 20 years.
I'm Murli from Advisory and Professional Services team, HP APAC. As part of this particular role, I am part of cloud native and AI team, and I help customers to adopt cloud native and AI technologies, starting from applications, platforms, and a lot of other things in this particular area. I've been in HPE for close to 5 years and in the industry for close to 25 plus years.
So I take care of category management for hybrid cloud solutions. And when we say hybrid cloud solutions for Hewlett Packard Enterprise, it covers the GreenLake Flex solutions, compute and storage based. It covers our private cloud solutions. It covers managed services and solutions based on our software IP. And I am with HPE for 17 years plus.
Great, thank you, Nusrat. So I think let's dive into the conversation, right? The first question I have actually for you is, let's talk about the evolution of technology, right? From servers to VMs to containers to serverless to AI, right? How has the technology evolved and why accelerating hybrid cloud and AI is critical for the evolutionary survival of businesses?
Yeah, thanks, Christine. See, what we have seen is if you go back a couple of decades, the technology started with mainframe. That is how it started, and mainframe servers, and then bare metal servers. That is how the technology started. After that, it started evolution in the space of applications with virtualization led by VMware and other hypervisor. But in the last couple of years, there is a transition from mainframe, client server, microservices technology to AI agentic applications. Now, to serve these AI agentic applications, you need GPUs, you need modern microservices, and all of these technologies. So now Kubernetes powered by cloud native AI is becoming the frontier for serving all of these technologies with a very big ecosystem. And that is what is driving the technology. And there is a lot of acceleration to adopt these technologies. Otherwise, people are going to be left out. If you see any people, there is not even maybe a single IT guy who has not heard of ChatGPT and agentic AI. Now, exploring and kind of modernizing enterprises to adopt this technology becomes very, very important.
That's good. Hak Beng, maybe from your side?
Yeah, if you look at things that are changing, right, I would say change is a constant today. The change are so fast and furious, and you'll see that things that are 6 months ago are kind of outdated today, right? And I think the other trend that I'm seeing is that we're having a lot of acquisitions and mergers, which the big techs will acquire another company, and that has created actually a lot of opportunities, right, for alternative solutions, and that's what we also want to explore today.
So Nusrat, I think maybe from the GreenLake perspective, right, tell us more about HP GreenLake, right, and how can HP GreenLake assist in this technological adoptions with minimal resistance?
So I think if we take a step back and see what are the three, if we have to zero down on three areas where an IT leader has a challenge today. One is obviously the hybrid cloud complexity. Yeah, the hybrid environment, the way it has evolved, Today, there are multiple tool sets. There is a sprawl of different operating models within an organization. So that's a hybrid complexity which a leader has to deal with. Second is obviously the data. In terms of data is in different silos. So how to protect the data at rest or in movement or even at edges. And third, which we all understand, is the AI readiness. How ready is the architecture for the AI project, which almost every organization is basically looking to plan and deploy. So, from the GreenLake perspective, the approach is predominantly what we call as a hybrid by design. When we say hybrid by design, what we mean is a platform based approach where the solutions are designed in a way that it is planned to operate in a hybrid environment. And what it does is it provides a cloud experience based on the platform for a private environment. At the same time, it provides visibility and governance also into the public cloud environment. And in nutshell, what it really helps an organization is to streamline operations, to unify and secure the data, and more importantly, help the organizations address the value of AI. So that's where GreenLake comes in.
That's good. That's good. This is a question for you, right? We understand SUSE to be an open platform, right? Can you share a bit more about the open solutions that SUSE has?
Yeah, I think in one of the things that in SUSE, what we try to do is to be as open as possible. Our operating model, right, is to work with partners like HPE. And I would dare say that, HPE is one of our biggest partners, most trusted partner. And what we want to do is to create, an operating system, a platform that allows open integration, right? And this is where we work with, all the hardware vendors, NVIDIA, HPE, Intel, AMD, all these to ensure that customers have the options to choose the right solutions, right, for their own use case. So it goes from operating system, right? From the operating system layer, we obviously have to work with all the hardware, all the way to Kubernetes, which provides the platform for cloud native. And this is where we are very strong in, simply because of the fact that openness creates a lot of opportunities for a lot of integrations for all the solution providers.
It's good to know. Maybe Murali, right? Maybe you can help us understand how does HPE assist to accelerate on top of the SUSE technologies?
What we have done over a period of time, we have implemented multiple SUSE engagement across the world. And based on that experience and based on our solutions and offering, we have hardware, we have compute, we have storage and networking. Based on these three fundamental solutions from HPE, what we have done is we have done a curated set of solutions which is engineered from our worldwide organization based on the experience across. So we are having 4 key offerings, whereas where customers don't have to start from scratch. It is all been built and tested. These are virtualization solution with SUSE Harvester, which is now called as SUSE Virtualization. We have a complete enterprise suite of container management solution with SUSE Rancher technologies. We have a extensive set of solution on the AI side with a component from HPE AI Factory. Plus, we have very successful solution on the edge side powered by SUSE Edge Stack, which is addressing both the regular edge workloads and the AI workloads. These are all engineered solution with HPE Edge to Cloud firmware. This can accelerate the customer's experience and time to market to a great extent.
That's good. So I see that you've mentioned about how these solutions actually help accelerate the customer's time to market. I think the other part I want to understand as well, and maybe our viewers would like to hear it, is putting all of these together, right? HPE and SUSE and GreenLake, right, as a complete solution. Can you please share maybe from your end, Hak Beng, right? How do you provide that complete solution to your markets?
Thanks for that. When you look at the things that we've been doing, our solutions is pretty much the glue to put together all the hardware and the software solutions together, right? We are right in between there, and we provide, again, the open platform, right, to run, all these different hardware, putting them together, whether it's on GreenLake or, in any of the physical servers that you have there. And at the same time, also now including our Kubernetes platform that allows more integration with cloud native application. So that gels together very well, right, to have a complete solution.
Yeah, and just to add to what he has just articulated, so when we talk about GreenLake, I think the benefit the customer gets is an outcome-based solution, which basically encompasses hardware. It obviously has the SUSE, our partners technology as well, the software and the services. And all these are architected for the day one capacity of the customer. And the customer also has the benefit of starting small and growing as and when they enhance their environment. The other aspect that we can also cover in GreenLake, and we have worked with SUSE on a couple of projects as well, is that we can also operate. When we say operate, we can basically also include the managed services as part of the GreenLake services, and also some of the advisory and professional services, which later in the conversation we'll go a little deeper. So basically, for the complete project, what a customer requires to attain a specific output or an outcome, that is stitched together in a GreenLake construct and offered to the customer. So that's the reason when we say we go with a GreenLake model, what we mean is the complete outcome-based solution for the customer.
Right. Thanks, Nusrat. Murali, do you have anything to say about the AMPS consulting services and implementation services?
I mean, see, based on our experience and exposure, we have a varied set of solutions and services we can offer. The first thing is based on the customer's requirement, they need to have a different type of solution, size of solution, and complexity of the solution. So we can start with consulting services to see what is the right fit for them.
Mm-hmm.
We can offer design solutions for using their existing infrastructure, adding a new set of hardware. Now you see hardware is having huge issues, so we can kind of design the solution based on what is there and what is newly required, and we can actually implement the solution in a very efficient way. Some of the solutions we can actually implement in the factory and ship it. In some cases where there is a complex requirement, we can actually log into the remote center or send people and do it. And post that, we can also help the customer on onboarding specific set of workload, and additionally, we can also manage this complete solution, not only infrastructure. We can manage the hardware, the platform, the application on top of it, and give a end-to-end solution for the customer, providing a one-stop solution for the customer. That is what we can bring into table as HP ANPS and HP Enterprise.
That's good. So I think I'm going to shift the conversation a bit away now to the AI factory and the intelligent AI solutions that we have. Right, so I see it in this way, right? Both HP and SUSE, right? We're converging on the same thesis, which is AI belongs at the edge and not just in the cloud. Right, and in practice, I think HP, GreenLake, and SUSE, we complement each other. Right, and I hear a lot about AI and AI factories. Can you share some of the solutions and examples in this area?
See, again, this is a very interesting thing. What we have come across as HPE, we are having a lot of traction on the AI side, right? The moment ChatGPT became famous and popular, a lot of people, a lot of enterprises started having these questions. And there is a lot of requirement in enterprises, sovereign requirements. So as part of that, our engineering team, worldwide engineering team, has put together a AI factory solution and a sovereign AI solution, which can cater to the needs of hundreds or maybe thousands of GPUs put together. Yeah. So this is something where we are working on 5-6 engagements across the world, and we are having a huge pipeline addressing this. This solution we have engineered together with the SUSE engineers across. So SUSE team is closely working with us to create the administrative and automation portion for the solution, where we are automating the complete infrastructure orchestration, which is compute infrastructure, networking infrastructure, storage infrastructure, and the workload infrastructure in a multi-tenant way. So it can cater to the need of a very small workload and a humongous data crunching AI workload. So we have created this curated set of solution along with SUSE, and it is very popular. We are happy to have a deeper conversation on this solution for big enterprises and service providers across this region.
Yeah, and just to augment in terms of what Murli has shared, in terms of how GreenLake model basically enhances the solution is, our point of view in GreenLake is that in an organization there are multiple personas. There is IT ops, there is cloud ops, there is DevOps, there is FinOps, there is AI ops, as well as green ops from a sustainability point of view. So specifically for AI workloads, these are the personas that we need to cater to, and that's where GreenLake comes in. So for example, if we talk about FinOps, then we have something called consumption analytics. The customers can at any point in time have a clear visibility of how much they are spending, not only on the infrastructure as a service component, which or the overall outcome-based solution which GreenLake has provided, but it also has the ability to see in terms of what they are spending in some of the hyperscalers. So all the top 3 hyperscalers, there's an interconnect. So at one dashboard, they can see what they are spending there. And it does not even stop at the costing or the finance part. They can also do their budgeting. They can have the budget thresholds. They can do capacity planning, so they can have capacity level thresholds. So at any point in time, if the capacity is breaching that threshold, they can get an alert, or a group of people can get an alert. Plus, with OpsRamp, we also have hybrid observability. So AI ops based observability. So if anything is going on at any point in time in the wellness dashboard, those capabilities are available. And I touched upon green ops. So we also have something called the Sustainability Insight Center. So the infrastructure which is there as part of the GreenLake construct, the customers at any point in time can actually see the emissions, which are the CO2 emissions which are getting generated, and also the electricity cost which they're incurring because of those emissions. So anything, if they have a sustainability project, the first thing is to see what they're spending at this point in time. So they get a starting point to basically measure that. So to add to Murli's point, when it goes into a GreenLake model, these are some of the benefits which the customers basically avail, and some of the personas that they have the ability to basically observe, govern, and control the environment. So that's where GreenLake also comes into that.
That's good news, right? Thanks. I think this is actually a question for you, Hakbing, right? We spoke about the AI and the AI factory solutions. Now, what about the edge solutions and AI in the edge, right? Perhaps you can uncover it for us.
Sure. One of the things that you find at the edge, right, the difficulty is always to find the right software, right, to operate at the edge, because it tends to be small little devices. And that's where we have a product that tend to differentiate, against our competitors. It's very lightweight. It allows us to run cloud native applications. It's easy to deploy, right? So we're talking about ability to deploy, implement at scale, right? And that's something which, across, a country like Indonesia, this is where you find they have so many islands. It's going to be very difficult to get to if you need to do any maintenance. And this is where, this kind of deployment at scale will come in. And we've also been working a lot in terms of the green efforts. So from our operating system, from our Kubernetes platform, during the design phase, we ensure that we incorporate some of these green features into our products.
That's good. Perhaps, Murali, you can also share with us, what are some of the solutions at the edge?
Yeah, that is an interesting thing. See, pivoting from the AI factory to the AI at the edge, it has a different set of challenges here. See, one, we were doing a solution for the retail where they have like thousands of stores. You cannot humanly go into each of these stores and start deploying these applications. There is no skilled manpower. You will literally be running this for ages. So we have certain solutions where we configure these in the factory, and with the SUSE Edge solution, you go and plug in into the factory, and moment you plug in, we get a notification in the control room saying this server has been there, and we have configured to automatically install the required components and required software based on the configuration of the store. There, it could be a small, big, or huge retail store. We can do that, right? So, like this is the example for retail. Similarly, we have a similar solution for experience centers. We have solutions for factories, which can scale from a small 3-node configuration handling hundreds or thousands of video cameras with various solutions, or a edge case where you are addressing modern robotic devices, humanoid devices, or dogs, right? So these are very popular cases. And then with some of the SUSE stack, which HP has engineered with some of the automation based on our long experience, we can make this edge scalable deployment very easy. It is not only the first time deployment, we have automations done to update these without any human going into the store and updating, right? There are a lot of cases where we have some retail store where there is no online connectivity. How do you upgrade these thousands of stores? Some are offline and online. We have specific solution for these, which can kind of make the operations of these huge edge scale very easy, right? We have these comprehensive solutions we have deployed across multiple customers in Australia, in US, and all of these. Happy to have further conversation to see if there is any specific edge case we can help on.
That's good. Thanks, Murali. So I think as we wrap up, right, do you have any closing remarks or top 2 to 3 takeaways that we want to leave the audience with? Maybe Hakbing?
I think, our partnership, SUSE and HP partnership, has been around for decades, right? And I do believe that our customers, right, will definitely benefit, right, from this partnership going forward. Now, the two things that I want to, to as a takeaway, number one is that SUSE remains to be an open platform, right? It means a lot to us to be, an open source organization that is open, allows all sorts of integration, innovation within the organization. The second one is really about forward-looking. A lot of the design that we put into is looking at technology that has not even been available yet, right? So it's really forward-looking. It's how we can ensure that whatever you invest, right, in us, in HPE, right, it will be for the future.
And if I may have to add 1 or 2 points, actually, the partnership of SUSE and HP is really adding value to our customers. To give you an example, we did a project for one shopping center company, which was around the vehicle recognition, basically improving the accuracy of recognizing the vehicle. Now, anybody listening to it would think that what's so great about improving the efficiency or accuracy of the vehicle recognition. See, for a shopping center, I mean, imagine if you are going into a shopping center. If the vehicle is recognized properly, then first of all, it reduces the queues which goes into the parking. Yeah. Plus, if they have a loyal customer or a customer under their loyalty program, they can give them a VIP access. So that customer, if you are a customer and you get a very easy access to the parking, that is the first experience that you get into a shopping center. So that is enhancing the customer experience. Second, if with vehicle recognition, they can identify the kind of vehicle, they can even guide the customer to the right parking spot. So the parking experience also becomes very good. Finally, I think the organization, they know that this person has come in, this person has parked. They can give certain offers for the next 2 hours, 3 hours that the customer will be in the shopping center. And they can even correlate with what he does inside the store. So they are getting analytics in terms of customer buying behavior as well. So it's a simple matter of improving the vehicle recognition accuracy, but look at the benefits. And this is on top of the security enhancement, which obviously comes as part of the recognition accuracy improvement. So what I was alluding to is that we have proven solutions where we have offered and delivered such cutting edge customer experiences, which the audience who are listening to us can engage us. And this solution was based on SUSE Rancher, on HP infrastructure, and everything was provided as a GreenLake construct with managed services. So we are also operating it. So some of these areas we can really add value. So anybody listening to this conversation or this podcast, if they have any requirement or if they are evaluating such projects, then they should definitely reach out. I think we can, together with SUSE and HP and in the GreenLake construct, we can add a lot of value in my view.
Yeah, those are really some good scenarios, Nusrat. But perhaps, Murali, can you maybe share more on what will be defined as successful 8 strategies for all of us?
Yeah. I mean, see, we have, as Nusrat indicated, as Hagbing indicated, we have very strong solutions across the SUSE portfolio with HP services. So any solutions which you are looking for in the areas of modernizing your infrastructure with the digital platform supporting containers and virtualization, we would be happy to offer consulting workshop to kickstart. I mean, kind of accelerate your digital journey. Additionally, we have a very strong AI factory solution. If you are an enterprise looking for a AI solution, you have done some pilots. If you want to scale it beyond your enterprise and big scale, we would be happy to assist you. And more importantly, though small but very very important, is the edge solution. There are a lot of things happening in the edge, and we have curated solution with the SUSE stack. But not only with the curated SUSE stack, we have partner solution for video analytics. We have a nervous system solution which can kind of talk to thousands of different systems in the factory and give a very nice interface. And we also have some of the retail solutions. So if you are looking for any of the edge AI solution, we would be happy to have further conversation, have some consulting to see how we can fit the right solution and take it to you. So looking forward for any such conversations. Yeah.
That's good. I think those are really quite exciting and really good use case scenarios there. As we wrap up our discussion, a few key takeaways really stood out. Firstly, customers win when complexity is taken off their plate and simplicity with a modern platform that allows them to modernize faster and operate consistently. Secondly, choice and flexibility protect long-term business outcomes by combining SUSE's open platforms with HP GreenLake's consumption-based model. Customers get the freedom to modernize on their terms. Start small and scale and avoid lock-in while maintaining enterprise-grade security, governance, and financial control. Thirdly, real AI value happens at the edge, where data becomes a decision, and that's what HP and SUSE help customers move towards. Thank you to our speakers from HPE and SUSE for sharing your insights, and thank you to our audience for joining us today. If today's discussion resonated with you and you are looking at a modern platform supporting VMs and containers, AI factory solutions, or intelligent edge solution, we invite you to continue the conversation through a HPE SUSE Discovery Workshop, where we can take the discussion further.